How to apply for American Tourist Visa B2. Foreign citizens planning to temporarily enter the United States for medical treatment, tourism, or pleasure will need to obtain a non-immigrant B2 visa. Tourist visas are generally granted for 6 months, although another 6-month extension can be granted. While the process for obtaining a B2 visa may follow the same general path, the requirements and issuance time may vary per country. Follow these steps to obtain your B2 visa. B2 visa application basics. Know who needs an American Tourist Visa B2 form. Any citizen of a foreign country who wants to visit the United States must obtain a visa. The B2 visa is the tourism visa. Standard activities covered under the B2 visa include 1. Tourism, vacation, or holiday, visiting with friends or relatives, enrolling in short study course that does not count as credit towards a degree. It must be simply for recreational use, medical treatment, participating in social events hosted by service, fraternal, or social organizations, and participating in sporting or musical events, so long as they are not getting paid to participate. If you are traveling to the U.S. for 90 days or less and are from a participating country, you may be eligible for the Visa Waiver Program. Visit travel.state.gov to see if you qualify or if your country is one of the participating countries. 2. Contact the United States Embassy or Consulate to apply for your visa. Although you can contact any U.S. consular office, it may be easier to obtain a visa from the office which has jurisdiction over your permanent residence. It is also important to apply well in advance of your trip since wait times to complete the application process varies by country. Know that some embassies and consulates will have you go through the process of obtaining a visa in a different order than listed here. Follow the directions of your embassy if given any that differ from those on this page. Schedule a time for an interview with the embassy consular. This is required for applicants from age 14 to 79. Unless requested, persons of other ages usually do not have to undergo an interview. Be aware that you are allowed to apply for a visa at any U.S. embassy or consulate, but you may find that it is harder to obtain a visa at an embassy that is not in your country of residence. Fill out the online application. This is the DS-160 Online Non-Immigrant Visa Application. This application is filled out online and sent to the Department of State website for review. The application determines your eligibility to enter the U.S. on a B2 visa. You can access this form here. Pick the right photo. You will have to upload a photo to the visitor visa application. This photo must follow specific guidelines. These include 3. The photo should be in color. No black and white photos will be allowed. Your head in the image must be 1 inch, 2.5 centimeters, and 1 3/8 inches, 22 millimeters and 35 millimeters, or 50% and 69% of the image's height, from the top of the head to the bottom of the chin. Not be older than 6 months. You should have had this photo taken within 6 months of applying for your visa. This is because your picture should reflect how you currently look. Should have only a plain white wall as the background. Your face should be directly facing the camera. You should have a neutral expression, with both eyes open, wearing the clothes you wear on a day-to-day basis, however, do not wear a uniform. The interviewing process. Know that there is a fee for visa applications. You may be required to pay the non-refundable fee before you actually go in for the interview. As of October 2013, this fee is $160. You may also be required to pay a visa issuance reciprocity fee if it applies to your nationality. Find out if this fee applies to you at travel.state.gov web link. Gather together the things you will need at the interview. Those items are listed below. 4. Passport. This must be a valid passport that allows you to travel in the U.S. It must have an expiration date that is at least 6 months after your trip abroad ends. Your DS-160 application confirmation page. The actual application will get virtually sent to the office ahead of you, but you need to bring your printed confirmation page that you will receive after you have finished the application. A receipt from your application fee. You only have to bring this if you are required to pay the fee before your interview. Your photo. Only bring this if your attempt to upload your picture to your DS-160 form fails. Your embassy or consulate may request that you bring other documents to your interview. Check their website to see if you need to bring anything else. These other documents may include evidence that you can pay for your trip, or evidence of the purpose of your trip. Prepare for the interview with the consular officer. You will have to overcome the presumption that your intent is to become an immigrant. Establish that you intend to enter the U.S. for medical treatment, tourism, or pleasure. Have your evidence prepared. You must show that you will remain only for a specific period of time and that you, or someone acting on your behalf, have the means to cover your expenses while in the United States. You will need to show that you have strong ties abroad, including a residence which will ensure your return to your permanent country of residence. If you are seeking medical treatment, you may need to provide a diagnosis from your physician explaining the treatment sought in the United States and from the facility or doctor providing treatment. It should also provide the cost and length of treatment, and you may also need to establish how the costs will be paid. 5. Know that you will be fingerprinted. A digital fingerprint scan will be taken at the time of the interview. Know that your application may need further processing. Some applications take longer to process than others. The official you speak with at the embassy or consulate will tell you whether or not your application will need to be processed more thoroughly. If your visa is issued, there may be a visa issuance reciprocity fee added to your expense. Know that there is no guarantee that you will be issued a visa. Since no assurance can be given in advance that your visa will be approved, you should either withhold the purchase of travel tickets or buy refundable tickets.